Good evening, Speedgaming fans, and welcome back to the Super Metroid Randomizer Tournament for Speedgaming Live Online 2023. This is Losers Top 8. We have on the left Kipp and on the right Nevdi. This will be a best of three series. All three races, if necessary, will happen tonight. And my name is DJ Webb. I will be on commentary for this series along with Adam. How's it going?
He is. Good, DJ. How are you?
You know, I'm excited for this match. This should be a good one, leading off a packed weekend of Super Metroid Randomizer, and yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be an amazing weekend. If you're a fan of SM Rando, this is a great weekend to tune in. We have a lot of great matchups. Obviously, DJs, we're getting close to the end of the tournament. Like DJ said, my name is Adam, aka WXFan21. We are joined from, I don't know, DJ, Jestro, who may or may not be on a beach somewhere with an adult beverage in their hand, possibly tracking this on an iPad. It's Jestro Zooks on tracking.
Yeah, he's a man of many tracking talents. Wherever he is in the world, whatever devices he may have, he's gonna press those buttons as good as anyone. So we're happy to have him.
Absolutely. DJ Jestro and I will be with you all here the entire time. So for all three games, should we need to go to a third game, and okay, Kipp, I like the color scheme and sprites you're using over there. So Kipp versus Nevdi. And DJ, you kind of mentioned it last time. Kipp being, let me say, I think it's the 13th seed. Yeah, Kipp the 13th seed, Nevdi the 9th seed. And you kind of said at the last Kipp race we were on, 13th seed is not doing Kipp really any justice.
Yeah, I think from pretty much the get-go of this tournament, we all kind of saw that, some of these seeds were, representative of, the skill range that people were in, and some of them very much weren't. We're already at a point, where, like, I think, there's 3 double-digit seeds in top 8, so that already tells you, and then Nevdi, the 9, so, like, clearly, 4 of the quote-unquote top seeds didn't even make it here.
Yeah. We got Wave Beam to start off. That's a fun beam. At least it's not Plasma this time.
Yeah, this is getting started here. A little bit of history between these two. They don't have quite as storied a history as some people in our scene do, who have played multiple times, multiple years in a row. Kipp says the last time these two faced off solo racing was actually 3 years ago as part of Speedgaming Live. It was that tournament was a solo mode dash, so a little bit different from this tournament, and some time has passed. Both of these runners have learned and adapted and grown since then. Kipp definitely, been a top runner since then. Nevdi became a top runner since then. So, I think Kipp won that series probably pretty handily if I had to guess. I don't know the specifics of that. But I don't think that previous matchup is necessarily indicative of what we're gonna see here. So
yeah. And we talked about Kipp and Nevdi, like you said, becoming one of the better speedrunners. And this is a matchup I'm looking forward to. 2 really great speedrunners. Nevdi's going to show us why they are a top 10 seed in this tournament. And Kipp as well, going to show us why he's been one of the best for quite some time. So, pretty standard here to start. We got our power bombs, check a meme route. Oh, that's a fun door. That's a low and Orphere door.
Yeah, that's one of the more interesting ones. Typically in these seeds, the back of Lore and Orphere portal is the one that you want to enter Lore and Orphere from. So being there actually throws an early wrench in here, because this is one of those portals that you kind of don't necessarily want to get to. So depending on how these things work out, and if the front of Lore and Orphere is even accessible to begin with, we may actually get a front-to-back Lore and Orphere, or maybe even front-to-front, depending on, how this map plays out. But yeah, like you said, pretty standard so far. We don't have an E-Tank, which you typically expect, but, the Wave Beam's a nice substitute, and, good item that we'll have for, the whole game. And we'll
I was going to say, we might see a few fun X-Factors here, which is the Power Bomb special, should we get that going. Kipp, I really like what Kipp does here. Doesn't really like using the wall here. Just believe these are down grabs just on all the ledges. So both Kipp and Nevdi doing this really well, traversing up Blue Tower, heading into Parlor.
Ledge grabs, not down grabs, but yeah, that's
Ledge grabs, okay.
the difference being, if anyone is curious, so down grabs allow you to get more height at the end of a jump. Ledge grabs are when you're actually above the platform or you want to extend your hitbox vertically to land on the platform sooner. That's the difference.
Gotcha. Well, there's your energy tank you wanted there, DJ.
Yep, these are things that we're definitely going to be seeing throughout the run. The major minor split which we're using dictates that, when we check majors, typically it's about 50% chance to get an E-tank. So, we're already under par, we're or is that above par? Golf not my forte. I don't know exactly
We are
how this
at
analogy
par.
works. But
we are just below par. We are just below par. We've got of the 3 majors, we have 1. So we're shooting 33% here, folks. This is an energy tank race. First to get all their energy tanks wins. I'm totally kidding.
Oh goodness. Now I want to know if there's ever been a
DJ's
major
like,
minor
please
race
no.
where someone has actually gotten like all 14 energy tanks. It would be rather difficult. You would have to have like the trolliest seed imaginable. You would have had to have routed it terribly, and you would also have had to like jokingly picked up like the last 4 that you definitely didn't need. So
Of course.
some historian in chat is gonna have that information, or climb through 500 speed gaming VODs.
We are now at par.
That.
We're now at par. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the golf stream. If you wanted Super Metroid, please head over to Speedgaming. No, I'm totally kidding. Stay here.
There's definitely some more Super Metroid on these channels tonight, but none of them are randomized. The others will be the Hundo tournament. But
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big door. There's the right side of Business Center at Torian. Let's see where Kego gets us.
Yeah, and our runners are already doing things in a little bit different order. So Kipp wanted this information first.
Ooh.
Nevdi wanted to do Business Center and then check this because probably he just wants to do Business Center and dip out of here.
Yep.
So yeah, this could get really interesting really fast, honestly.
Oh, well, we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a red Bryn to red fish. Red to red.
Yeah, Kipp's gonna do Spazer. He's got weird choices because like probably overall what Nevdi's doing tends to work out better because so like Nevdi's gonna like clear out these 2 majors. We see he's doing the ice beam home run followed by high jump. And then he's just gonna go back to criteria and end up in Brinstar where Kipp is now. He's already got a good time out of it, space jump. And yeah, if Kipp, he could go back right now, but that's gonna, be less efficient routing wise. He's definitely gonna check this 2 portal right now. But like, if he goes back into, Upper North Fair, which was what you kind of expect probably, then he's just gonna be coming back through this area. So yeah. Probably advantage Nevdi. We'll see how these portals work out, because the other thing is like, where does this go and does Kipp want to do anything with it? It's Green Bryn, and you probably want to do something with it. We got a crazy one right now. I don't think they're going to be in the same place for a long time.
This is spicy. This is very spicy. So Nevdi getting the early movement item in Space Jump and clearing out, like you said, Digit, we're clearing out the 2 majors here in Business Center, and Nevdi is going to head on out. Well, Kipp has found Red Bryn. Kipp has found West Meridia. Now has found Green Bryn. Kipp is going to have, I don't know if this is going to be an easier time routing or a tougher time routing, but Kipp has found their 2nd reserve tank.
Well, the biggest thing
well on our way to 15 energy tanks.
Yeah, the biggest thing is that, like, when does Kipp get back to this? Because, like, obviously you found the 2 portals on the left.
Yeah.
So, like, exactly how to get back there. And if you come in on the right, whether you have Barrier or not is going to determine, just how much you really want to come back to this side. So, E-Tank and Space Jump, you would be very happy with that at this point. Like, if you have Space Jump over your opponent for, like, 15 minutes, like, there's a lot of places where that's going to save time. So, yeah, like I said, probably this works out a little bit better for Nevdi. Obviously, if the seed goes in certain directions and Space Jump ends up not really mattering, and Kipp can just kind of find go mode and never have to do that, he'll be fine. But who knows, how these things work out.
I wonder if part of Kipp's thought is like, I found Business Center, no Varia, but I have all these information. I get Red Brand, now you get Green Brand, you got West Meridia. Just be like, okay, give me Varia and I'll go back and clear out Business Center. So, Nevdi was able to pick up Space Jump and an Energy Tank. Kipp is not going to be even with Nevdi on Energy Tanks as we race to 20,000 Energy Tanks. Possibly a million. Give or take a couple 100,000. Nevdi also going to get this tube information. This will be interesting for Nevdi if Nevdi also chooses to follow this through Green Bryn, which is what I would do. Like, you have the Green Bryn Star information. There are so many major and minor checks. You can get tons of ammo here. So, Edacoons had nothing. Right, we had early Supers had nothing. So, let's see if Big Pink has a couple of big items for us.
Yeah, and you could see Nevdi's, indecision at the top of that tower. I've been preaching this message since we started doing area rando with major minor split. Like, check Spazer when you get there and just do it. Like, because Nevdi was like, well, I jumped through this tube and it's Green Bryn. And I want to do Green Bryn, but if I like leave and go check other stuff, it's gonna be hard to get back up here. So what do? He's faking like he's moon dancing, and this is the result. He went through here. Spazer, unbeknownst to him, is just a reserve tank, and if he never goes there, he's perfectly fine. But
Spazer could have had a big item. Spazer could have had a what do you call it? He could have had a suit. So, like you said,
was it energy? No, reserve. I
reserve.
think it was a reserve tank. Yeah. So Kipp has
bombs.
2.
Yep. So Kipp getting bombs, and you could see it on Kipp's face too. He's like, "Ooh, that's interesting." And hey, DJ, imagine using Wave Beam to actually go through Wave Gate properly.
Yeah, that's something that doesn't necessarily happen too often. And here's
finding a lot of power bombs.
Yeah, a separate thing that's caused by this route divergence is you can see Nevdi's going in this door. He shoots it with the super missile when he didn't need to. Yeah, he needed a power bomb to come down to Edacoons.
We got the third reserve. That's really weird. So Zeb's saying in chat that Zeb disagrees. He thinks the tube is unlikely to be something you want to follow. So Zeb's saying, so normally skipping it and checking after Spazer loses time.
We went to Lava Dive there.
Yep.
So
many power bombs.
Depending on where this bottom portal goes. Yeah, I don't know. This is if this is something they also don't want to follow, I think probably Kipp... Well, actually, I think probably both of them end up there in that upper north area. Kipp will be down in energy tank, and Nevdi will be down in reserve, which is technically even ammo, but the reserves aren't full, so it's not actually even. But yeah.
Hopefully this is something.
Oh,
hello, Croc! Wow. And Kipp is going to do Croc.
Yeah,
we've seen in how many...
Here.
Yeah, we've seen in how many races Croc having a very important item.
You just kind of don't want to... I don't know. It's early and, like, you don't want to come back here, so it's like, do it now or do it never. And you can obviously, choose to do it never or hopefully not, but...
Yeah. Down goes the lava lizard. Kipp telling everyone in chat to hydrate.
Yep. Drink some water if you got it by you. I definitely do.
I got myself a water, a ginger ale, and a adult beverage. Oh, what's up, Sloters? Hope your SM1 Hondo race went well. Thank you for joining us. We got Kipp versus Nevdi in a best of 3, back to back to back. Diet Cherry Pepsi, Jestro. I thought you had an adult beverage, aka like a pina colada from the beach. What's going on here? Did Kipp seriously never check the energy tank item?
No, I think probably, he's considering his current situation, probably his next, point of action is going to be Upper Norfair, so he wants good health, so he wants to check this first, and then probably safe scum that item, and if it's not an energy tank or something that he really wants, you can reset that and get your health back.
Makes sense.
So, That's my current theory. We'll have to see. It's so
Oh!
you're not gonna be worried about health.
Nope. Hello, Varia. Let's see if Nevdi is also going to clear out Croc. So Nevdi's going to find this Upper Norfair information outside of Lava Dive. I am very curious here if we are going to see Nevdi follow the Croc door.
Yeah, here's the other thing. There's a lot of people that advocate for, first check Croc as, a much lower commitment play than both checks of Croc. And Nevdi has the ability to just space jump to and from that energy tank. And we're about to find out what it is before he does, but like say it's something really good or he just like kind of doesn't want to do grapple, that could like be the whole race at like what 15 minutes.
Yeah. You know what would be funny? Imagine if it's gravity. Imagine Croc holding both suits.
That would be the worst possible outcome for Nevdi. So yeah, we're gonna have to see pretty quickly, like what kind of no matter what this item is, it's what this item is kind of matters, but like
Yep.
if it's something really good and Nevdi wants to
Just
do
an
some
energy.
skipping,
Yep.
yeah, we'll have to see what Nevdi's feeling.
Well, Nevdi's at least, going into Croc and clearing out Croc. So we're going to see if Nevdi does go find Varia. But this is huge. Nevdi didn't see Croc and like to skip it, so... And also, both runners thinking, like, there's no good way out of Green Bryn. Like, let's just do Croc and be done with it.
Yeah. Also to piggyback on your earlier point, sometimes when Kipp runs these custom suit colors or whatever, if you get gravity first, you don't see the various suit because gravity just kind of overwrites it. So both happy to see the various suit before it gets overridden, and also it looks really cool.
Yeah, I really like this color combo from Kipp. It's like a blue, and is it like a yellow or a gold? I like it. And see, this is good for Kipp. Kipp's gonna route the 2 business center items right back in.
Maybe. Probably you do Bubble Mountain here, and then one of the other doors in this area could take you away from it. But knowing exactly what it's the other kind of weird thing, Kipp doesn't actually know where the left business center door goes. So that probably makes it more likely he gets over there. But
yeah,
we'll see.
And we know it's a very important door. It's the back of Rex ship.
So, yeah, Kipp obviously a little bit ahead positionally. Nevdi has some, portal knowledge and obviously the space jump, which, gonna help in some places. Obviously, you saw Kipp did a jump from the save room door. That's 2-door transitions Nevdi definitely doesn't need to take. It's also getting Nevdi a minor here. Super would have been huge, only a missile though, so, payout, but not super huge payout.
Yep.
And yeah, and the other thing, so like once this Bow Mountain clear is done, Nevdi very, very likely to want to follow some portals on the right side. But there's still the red brand on the other side that you want to maybe clean up the rest of.
Yeah, we have.
Nevdi didn't even do Spazer yet.
Yeah, no, we have 3 doors we haven't even got to yet. Though Kipp finding Ice Beam where Speed Booster is, so we do have a Zeb skip technique now. Possible we never find Speed Booster, but we do have Ice. Ice Wave Beam combo. Very interesting to look at on the screen.
The other thing that's happening here, Nevdi checked every item here in Croc. Kipp did the 2 majors and nothing else, so Nevdi already had a bit more ammo because of the high jump area, but he's now got even more surplus comparatively, so we'll see if that matters. And question about Batsun. You need high jump for any amount of Meridia traversal. That's the word I was looking for. That doesn't have gravity suit, so one of those 2 would be necessary. And what is this reserve? It's X-ray.
X-ray scope.
So yeah, let's see. And yeah, here's some more different pathways that are being taken. Nevdi wants this Croc door first. Again, like I said, with the already having cleared out the left side, he's very much more incentivized to be leaving here.
Yep.
From Business Center, Kipp not as much, on the incentive side. So
yeah,
this makes sense. You want to know what this is, and then you can check single chamber and make a decision from there.
Yeah, there's a very good chance that we'd see Kipp head for the lower Norfair exit door. And if that's something that leads him to, I don't know, say Criteria, say somewhere else, there's a chance that Kipp doesn't go to Business Center. So there's a lot of info here that it'll be interesting to see where Kipp goes. Another energy tank. I've lost track if we're on par, above par, bogeying. I have no.
It's kind of been the thing in this race so far. Like, pretty much every area it's had like one like item that you're like, yeah, I like that item, and then it's also had an energy for the rest of the stuff. Like, Croc was energy in Varia, Criteria was energy morph, which I had to have in Wave. We got bombs and green Brinstar. We got ice here.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see where this door goes. If Kipp follows this, he's gonna be he's gonna be in the tower. That's kind of funny. Yeah, he wants to this actually I think this works out really well for Nevdi, right? Because
yes.
He just gets to well,
this works out really well for Nevdi.
He just kind of has to commit to skipping Spacer, which I think he will, honestly.
Yep. And it's just a reserve tank. Now, Nevdi also, again, having Space Jump, which Kipp will get. We are going to see Kipp most likely head here towards, left side of Business Center. Nevdi is going to be able to clear out X-Ray.
Yeah, I think likely both of them are going to be able to do that because Kipp's going to see this East Meridia portal, which we didn't talk about when Nevdi checked it, and
Nevdi's going to find it first though. If he just follows the lower Norfair escape portal to middle of Red Tower, he's going to be able to check that much quicker than Kipp is, because Kipp still has to go and clear out left side Business Center. Oh, and there's Upper East Meridia.
I also think that we're probably about to see an infinite bomb jump here to Croc escape. This is not a thing you see all the time, but from where Kipp's is, this is definitely his best option. So
yeah,
let's see what we get going on here.
Whee!
I also happen to know Kipp is not a double bomb jumper, so not gonna be the fastest thing ever. So yeah, how this is probably gonna turn out is that I think they're both gonna end up climbing Red Brinstar as their next play. Nevdi's gonna be there.
Nice.
Pretty far ahead, and yeah, it's if Nevdi can like commit to skipping Spacer, he's got a big lead. If he can't, it's gonna be pretty close still, I think. Yeah, we're getting some, repeat information here, and we're gonna have to see where the rest of the seed takes us. So we've seen Wreck Ship, we've seen East Meridia. East Meridia not really doable at all at this point. Wreck Ship,
no,
it's kind of the wrong portal to do anything. We also have seen, we've seen the back of Lower Norfair. That is something that they could think about right now. It's risky because you kind of don't want to see Dragon down there, but you could pull off some shenanigans to do it. But otherwise, there's a decent amount of the rest of the map to explore, but there's also kind of not, because a lot of it's Meridia. So
it was a lot of early route divergence, but you can see this seed just leading both runners, just kind of meeting back, right in Red Bryn.
Yeah, and here's where we're gonna see, like I said, so probably Kipp does this, he'll get the space jump, and then he's got, a portal to check that's gonna show him the back of Wreck Ship, and then he can go, across Criteria to get back here to this Red Brinstar, and then
Nevdi heading to Spacer first.
So yeah, lead's
Makes
not
sense.
gonna be as big as it could have been.
No, so gonna go Spacer, X-Ray, and then finish climbing Red Bryn, which does make sense.
Yeah. And we'll see what happens from there, but yeah, we're gonna be synced, except for like I said, Nevdi's got a little bit more ammo. Somehow it's only 5 missiles. I guess no supers in Croc, and Kipp did some stuff that Nevdi
Kipp did it. Yeah, Kipp didn't get the missile at Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but Nevdi also did Cosine and Croc Peeps, which Kipp did.
Right.
So there's some other stuff that Kipp has that Nevdi doesn't, that I don't know the location of.
All right, so here we go. Nevdi is here. X-ray, X-ray, X-ray. Come on. Come on, Seed. Give us gravity suit. Give us something. Don't you dare give us the 4th reserve tank. Don't do it. Oh!
Ooh, those are nice.
Oh, there's the high jump you were talking about for East Meridia.
Yep. So there's some suitless stuff in Logic now. We have seen the top of West Meridian, nothing else. So
Yep.
that's something that's not necessarily. I guess I mean, it's in Red Tower, right? But it's it's where Kipp just left. So
Yep.
yeah. What's this? Look, is this close to a minute-ish advantage?
Yeah, for
Nevdi?
Nevdi.
And 1 missile and -1 power bomb pack, which is inconsequential. I'm gonna say in the seed.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have to see where things go and what the seed, decides to give us. There are still, there's still different choices that could be made. Like I said, that lower Norfair, the back portal is kind of annoying right now, and especially with both Kraid and Turian outstanding, it's really, really unappetizing to do at this exact moment. But the choice our runners may have to do at some point, and especially like, if Turian's back there, obviously that's how you want to end, but you don't know that if a Kraid's down there, you maybe want to start there because some goods could be hiding in that general vicinity. But
Where the? Oh, it's the front of wrecked ship. Nevdi is not going to finish the red Brinstar checks. Very
yeah, he's just
interesting.
gonna come in here and leave out the front because he knows about the back. So
Right. So might as well at least check the boss. Interesting. 25 minutes in, we really haven't seen one boss yet, so this will be our first one.
Yeah, the other 2 boss layers we can't. When we saw them, really couldn't get to the boss. So this one, makes sense as the first check.
We just really don't want to see Drago. I mean, we could do it, but not the boss that either runner really wants to see here.
True.
We have just enough supers for Ridley. There's another missile. I will say, at least there's a very decent ammo for all the different types of ammo we have here. It's not like overloading on missiles or lacking on, supers or power bombs. So very, very even spread so far.
Yeah, and here's more divergence. Kipp is, living true to his name, checking these miners over here. Oh, it's, the 2 vanilla items switch places. Yeah, Nevdi, with Ridley on his mind, is missing that Iodor, which that's a fade out. So it's Kraid or Dragon.
Hello, Kraid. Can I just make a point? Hey, Kraid, how do you even fit inside the wreck ship, dude? I'm just saying.
I think on one hand your point's valid. On the other hand, where is he below this room in any location? So,
Oh, nicely done from Nessie. Nice 1 round. Oh, hello, Spazer. Guess the seed heard us talk so much about the Spazer room.
Yeah, this is it's nice, especially. I mean, if we can find Charge Beam really soon, that would be we'd be really happy about things. But
yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to be collecting ammo for the foreseeable future, and Spazer is nice. It does, widen your beam, can help out for stuff like baby skip. But the other place that it's mostly useful is the Speedless Speedway, which we're not going to be worrying about anymore. Norfair is out of sight, out of mind for these runners.
Yep.
And I guess there's some suitless uses if you're climbing with Ice Beam, but who knows if we'll get there.
So we shall see. Let's see if either runner also checks Ocean. It's just a minor, but we don't have gravity or anything. Nevdi's gonna skip the minor and head right back and clear out the last door.
Yeah, and Kipp doing things a little bit differently. So Nevdi saved and then checked the what's that? The spooky missile. I guess the save was less
I would, yeah.
I'm gonna reset a boss, and more if it's a bad boss or if it's a really I run out of ammo on, I can reset and still be fine. But
Sasha
I
said
to do the item after the boss, so you don't reset a fanfare you didn't need to take.
Sasha said it in chat, and I was gonna say it. It'd be crazy if top of Red Tower was created. That'd be a very, it'd be bad. There was no good way back to criteria to get to the other doors that we need. So, very, very interesting here. So, did Nevdi save in Wrecked Ship?
He saved pre-boss. He did not save post-boss, nor did he save at
So this is
that.
ballsy.
Yeah, this is Turian. He just lost quite a bit of time.
And it is Torian.
Oh no, well he can get out, but I'm still gonna say he lost time compared to saving in Red Tower.
Yes. Nevdi lost time here.
But if he can get this, yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah, you can
what do we know? No time lost.
But that was really fast and really nice.
Pretty.
Let's see if Kipp makes similar decisions. So he's also not saving. And like I said, with that ice beam and the high jump boots, that Mama Turtle item is in logic. And like I said, the Spazer being a suitless item. We could maybe see a runner decide to climb, but Nevdi says no for now. Kipp says no to both. So we'll see if that Turian knowledge is something that matters. We're at a point where unless Kraid is in a silly place, you're probably going to be able to deuce that pretty easily. I guess the silliest place from Kipp's point of view is probably that pre-aqueduct. But if both Kraid and Turian are here, you're kind of fine either way.
Yeah.
So,
I also want to let chat know
here he might be doing some save scumming, so that's actually going to be more time lost comparatively.
So I do want to let chat know that this is Super Metroid Rando, and to all the listeners out there, should these runners go and get to a third game, the Mother Brain boss in the third game has been replaced with the one, the only DJ Webb, with a fully equipped Samus. The racers will have to face DJ live on stream! I am totally kidding. DJ's like, please no.
If Deer Force decides that they want to patch me into the game, they're gonna have to reach out to Von Lure. We're gonna have to agree to some compensation, but otherwise, we're just gonna watch Super Metroid as regularly scheduled, and we're gonna see how this how this plays out.
There's the reset.
So, Chad making a point. If you save first, this reset's fine. If you didn't save first, as we saw from what Nevdi did was faster than like going back down the elevator and back up the elevator. So that's why his lead is a little bit wider than it was. And now we have a choice. So Nevdi is picking what I expect both of them to do, which is go to the right side of Criteria and see what's over here. But like I've been saying for a little bit, you could go to Lower Norfair right here at the meme route portal. It's not a place you typically get back to in this form, but especially now that they both know it's not Turian there, like you can just kind of back to front that pretty
the problem is if it's Aqueduct or Kraid's Lair. You have a long way back through Lower Norfair. And again, we don't have gravity, so lava dive is more difficult. As the reverse acid dive would be more difficult. And Nevdi is going to go check these doors. And where are we going? We are Aqueduct. So that's good to know. So that takes Aqueduct out of consideration. We've seen before, I believe Lower Norfair, we have had one door lead to Kraid, and you had to go through it and then go all the way back. So, nice super.
So Kraid at the front of Lower Norfair is actually perfectly fine. You can make it back and forth, no problem. It's the Aqueduct would have been awkward for sure, but we just found out that's not the truth. So now it kind of doesn't matter. And
forget it. Thanks, Seed. We wanted content. Appreciate that.
And there's full map knowledge. We have front of Lower Norfair is pre-Aqueduct. So
is this even
pretty
randomized?
decent route to the end if you can find gravity here. Because you're getting Kraid here, you could especially like if you get gravity exactly here, like you go back out, you do Aqueduct, and then you take Aqueduct through to Lower Norfair, and then that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on, no. I'm saying silly things. You come back out of Aqueduct, and then you go to West Meridia, or You go to Lower North first somehow, and then you come out of West Meridia, and you're right by Torian. So, looks like Nevdi didn't save.
This worked out really well for Nevdi. Really well for Nevdi.
Did Nevdi ship save? It makes sense that he would have ship saved, especially since everything's
both
full.
did ship save.
So yeah, so that's why he didn't save here. And again, like, bosses are all killable, it's just Dragon would be slow. And it's not Dragon, it's Fantoon. Probably the boss they least wanted to see.
Oh, hello, Fantoon. I really wonder if, with Fantoon being here, if that means Gravity Suit is somewhere back in the wreck ship.
I mean, as far as where Gravity can be, it's anywhere that Gravity can like actually be. You know, we've got the Lower North stuff. You know, it can't. The only place that could like hide Gravity that maybe isn't possible is, you know, if Ridley's in the Meridia area, you're not gonna find a Gravity there. But otherwise, it's like, you know, Gravity can be pretty much anywhere that they can still reasonably check. Third round fast. Can he nail the on-screen Doppler? Finish? No. That's a little bit unfortunate. Rule of thumb for Fantoon: if you don't get it, you know, get the kill in the round that you wanted, you get punished with the slow. This time he got a mid, so you know.
I thought if it was, you just cry if Fantoon gives you a third pattern. No.
Well, the way Nevdi set up that kill, I'm pretty sure he was just going for 3 round. So this is like I said, if you want to get the third round and you don't get the third round, typically you get a slow punish. Didn't happen here, so yeah.
I totally kid about the crying thing.
2 round.
Yep.
With, you know, some good patterns.
Kipp needs as much time save as he can here.
That he does, and we're in another, you know, position in the race where, you know, like I said, we have decisions. Lower Norfair is a decision that they could make. Back to wreck ship is a decision that they could make.
So we do have all information knowledge as Jestro, our amazing tracker, live from the beach. We have, I mean, so pre-Aqueduct gets us to front of Lower Norfair.
Right.
Our Aqueduct portal is all the way back in Criteria, but the...
I mean, I think you go Lower Norfair here.
I think you go meme route. Yeah, I think you go meme route, Lower Norfair, and then just head back out, head back through Criteria, and then just head to Aqueduct, and hope that you find Gravity. And Nevdi is gonna go back to meme route.
So our chat timers are telling us that the Fantoon kill time difference was about 1:30. So Kipp's gotta find a way to make up 90 seconds. Oh yeah, and the other difference is ammo. Nevdi has 1 additional missile.
Woohoo!
So yeah, pretty tight. But like I said, I mean, I said it earlier with, you know, the business center decision, and then Red Tower exacerbated that advantage very, very much. You know, it could have turned out a wash in some ways, but yeah, those decisions have put Nevdi in this advantage.
Yep, and you know, it's not often we see Space Jump as a, you know, decision maker, but that did allow Nevdi to move a little bit faster. And good thing for Nevdi is just the route convergence did end up coming back together. So this is... I really like this here from Nevdi.
Yeah, we'll see.
No more power bomb speed. We have plenty.
Runners.
Ah, the best music in the game. Also, someone posted, I think it was in the SM100 Discord, an orchestral version of Magmore Caverns. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty lit. Which is just this. Oh, so nice.
By calling it Magmore Caverns on a Super Metroid stream, you've been disqualified from.
I mean, this is the original best music before Metroid Prime. The best music in Super Metroid.
So yeah, so let's see what we can get here in Lower Norfair. Nevdi has gotten a super missile and left a power bomb so far. This is a major that could be, pretty big. There's also, talking about gravity, obviously that's the thing you like to see. There are, other
What
items that
deserve?
would do what gravity would do for you in this situation. Especially spring ball, you can pretty much, if you get spring ball, you're pretty much guilt free as far as doing Meridia in whichever way you feel most comfortable.
I think Kipp is even losing more time. I think Kipp's more than a minute 30 back now.
I mean, the difference shouldn't have changed. I mean, they've done the same things, unless Kipp did. No, yeah, they should have been doing the same thing. So I don't know. Well,
I think
sure someone will give us a
Nevdi's
timestamp soon.
Yeah, I think Nevdi's movement is just slightly a little bit cleaner here through Lower Norfair. But again, it is early. And Kipp will go check out Fire Fleets. I can't believe we found all 4 reserve tanks.
Yeah, the reserves were very kind to us today. Whether or not that was appreciated is, another story. But they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Kipp has 3 of them. I think Nevdi has 2 of them. Definitely didn't get the one at Spacer. But,
Nope.
Let's see what we have here. We're headed down. We're gonna super these metal pirates. And we're gonna see what's going on. And again, at some point we are gonna run into Dragon, and that could be a big inflection point here, because more than likely you're you're gonna have to do the Crystal Flash escape, and a suitless ammo fight is not something that people do very frequently. So like that is a big moment if this isn't Ridley. Kipp saved. I don't think Nevdi did. Yeah, we got a vanilla Ridley, so.
Oh!
No potential swing there, because like I was saying, that's not an easy fight. It's not something that people, I assume, practice a ton. I mean, I don't know everyone's practice regimen, so maybe someone's been preparing for that exact situation. But
I mean, it's very clear that Kipp and Nevdi did pull an all-nighter last night to be able and practice specifically for this race. I have no idea.
So yeah, we're gonna see this Ridley item, and then probably we're going left. Yeah,
Boo! More energy tanks! Boo!
It's actually gonna be pretty good for Kipp, because likely your next play is left to just get the screw attack item, and then if you can get to West Meridia, fall down and get that Mama Turtle item, and then see what the world has for you.
I have a very funny feeling that gravity's at Mama Turtle. Sasho, don't even. No, Sasho. We don't want that.
Yeah, so Kipp saved about 18 seconds, or closer to 14. So yeah, he's been he is, I would say, definitely the more experienced runner, both in Rando and in Vanilla, and has a little bit better times. He hasn't been running any Vanilla categories for quite some time. I also think that was a faster Ridley fight.
It's a nice Ridley fight.
Might have been patterns, might have been more aggressive, who knows? But yeah, he's not a quitter in like any sense of the word. Like no matter what, he's gonna fight on. He doesn't care if he thinks he's made some suboptimal choices or things haven't gone well. But yeah, he's in it to win it, and he's in it for the whole thing. And we'll see how this goes out. And yeah, Nevdi saved after the boss. Like I said, I don't think he'd save before the boss, but like I said, we are more than likely doing this reverse acid dive, and he did take 2 key hunter hits, so down 200. But this is pretty comfy. Varia doing all of the environmental reduction and having high jump makes it so you're not gonna lose a ton of health here, provided you don't run into any enemies. So definitely playing it very safe here. Like we can see, full 3 E-tanks plus the 2 full reserves. He was in very little danger.
I want to know why Sasha Boss doesn't like our runners. Sasha Boss wants Gravity and Golden Teresa.
Well, people always say Golden Teresa in Major Minor. It's not actually like doing the fight. It's just where Screw Attack is. So we're not gonna go into that room. But We'll see. We'll see what this final Lore and Warfare major has for us. And
Yep. And we'll see if
yeah.
Kipp decides to skip it.
Kipp definitely didn't save like Nevdi did. Like I said, so one of them saved early, one of them saved late. I think it's kind of interesting on both fronts. I like the early save a little bit more just because, you know, suitless Dragon could go off the walls, and if you blow your flash suit, then you're really, really not in a good position. But
No, you're not.
it wasn't Dragon. And Nevdi's health. He's got 2 full reserves, so he's
both
doing
runners
all right.
here. Both runners had a really good reverse acid dive or reverse amphitheater. Really nicely done.
Yeah, and then Kipp just saved more time there in that worst room of the game. Nevdi killed that first pirate. Kipp said, "I don't care about you. I'm just gonna, you know, jump around." And then
Yeah.
Nevdi's also putting up a nice par there. One try, green gate glitch. That's big too. And probably that's what Kipp was thinking about. He didn't have quite the supers that Nevdi did at the time. So,
Oh, charge beam.
ooh, and then this is
Huge.
interesting. How was Kipp going to? I never know, you know, how many enemies you have killed and how many you need to kill, but I was thinking about, you know, what was going on as far as you know, what enemies we're gonna kill, how we're gonna do it. But yeah. Kipp through there fine. Charges, you know, it's the end of the ammo hunt. We were pretty close to it. As far as it being finished. And there's third try, not too bad. And
High
Kipp didn't
five.
farm supers on the way in. Probably not also going to farm them on the way out, considering you're gonna get charge beam, but we'll see. You probably want 1 or so. But yeah, I expect the energy refill as well. You got 3 full reserves. You don't need the energy refill. That could be more time saved. Like you can see, they're getting closer.
Yeah.
He does take it safe again. But definitely you'd be fine without this. Lava dive does no damage with various suit in this in these randomizer settings. And yeah, we're gonna end up in West Meridia. Yeah, like I said, 1 token super farm. You would rather have more than 10. And we're gonna be 15 headed out. Like I said, this is gonna take us to West Meridia. Kipp saved 1 missile fanfare, but took 2 additional power bombs. So, you know, on that front, Nevdi's ahead, as well as the extra reserve Kipp has. So, you know, in a race that's getting, you know, closer and closer by the second, those are the kinds of things that could, you know, be factors ultimately.
If this stays linear throughout the rest, I wonder if this comes down to baby skip.
There's definitely a lot of things in Turian that could, you know, do some stuff. And we're gonna see, yeah, more than likely we're gonna see this Mama Turtle. It gets somewhat interesting if it's like speed booster exactly, for example, you know, like that could tell you some things about where gravity suit is likely to be. Our runners are at a point where they could finish the seed. Obviously, with it being a vanilla Dragon, you are guaranteed to be able to, you know. Or actually, no, wait. We need both Dragon and Precious item, and we can't make the flash suit both of them. So
it's a vanilla
we are
energy
not
tank.
in go mode in any way. I guess unless you know, there was someone saying that the Dragon drop off at the top of the room is going to be the 2024 meta or some other year in the future, but that's an option. And yeah, someone else is pointing out X-ray climb. I can say for 100% certainty that Kipp is not going to X-ray climb. Known hater of X-ray climbing. So yeah. Our gravity suit was not here, so both our runners are going to be happy that they didn't do this early. It would have been much slower than doing this from the top.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, yeah, it's either wreck ship or there's a speed booster somewhere that gives it to you in a speed lock place, or it's at the Botswan energy tank. And
Nevdi's headed back to wreck ship.
If it's at Botswan, obviously that's a thing that could swing things wildly, but we'll see how these things go. And yeah, the other option is like, you know, Gauntlet is unchecked. Not everyone is going to get there because of how close wreck ship is to where they are, but you know, if that's speed booster and there's, you know, an item you want at one of these speed locked majors that we haven't seen, that's another, you know, weirdness. But like I said, because of how close we are to wreck ship, you're not gonna be getting Gauntlet Empath in a way that's gonna, you know, be different than your opponent more than likely. So yeah, let's see how wreck ship clears go. Nevdi, you know, as he's been in the lead thus far, first there, we're gonna see right super, and see where we go from there. Basically, grapple,
Here we
gravity,
go.
and spring ball were all a form of go mode, and
Here we go.
gravity
Go
was the
mode.
best one.
Go mode.
So yeah, we're gonna have to see if this is a big enough lead. Like you said, you know, Nevdi's in a lead. Kipp's been hot on his tail. He's a scary guy to be, you know, tracking behind you. You know, you're on that final lap, and you look back, and there's that beast, you know, pumping those arms.
Yep. For Nevdi, that's when you can hear. Nice high five, by the way. For Nevdi, that's when you can hear the Metroid G4 boss music comes in. Dun 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 dun, and then all of a sudden it's Kipp just right behind you, hot on your tail.
So we have to get to East Meridia via either the Criteria Crab or the Croc entry in Norfair. Neither of them are that close, but neither of them are that far either. I'm assuming we're just gonna go to Aqueduct, which is at Criteria Crab, which means we're going, you know, out the bottom of here and back into Criteria and then left to right. So, you know, both of these boss fights are gonna be, you know, places where you definitely don't want to be draining time if you're Nevdi. And yeah, like I said, Kipp just needs to run fast and he needs to kill stuff fast as well.
Yeah.
So ooh, it's down to 50 seconds. Shout out to the people in chat who are keeping track of timestamps. It's you know, we've been doing periodic check-ins, and every time, like I said, Kipp's been gaining, which no surprise, but it's late enough that 50 seconds is, you know, very, very hard to make up. Like you said, it's gonna have to be something in the realm of, like, you know, a mess up, like, you know, falling in a Vileplume. Shout out to Team Vileplume. Or, you know, taking a long time on a boss. It's an ammo / charge Dragon unless we get, you know, speed or grapple or plasma at Botswoon. That's the only major we're gonna be checking here.
Botswoon, Botswoon.
Plasma would be great because of the microwave grapple. Obviously, you get the quick kill, but otherwise, yeah, those are the things that are gonna, you know, potentially be differences. We have,
the Botswoon.
you know, two good runners who are both, you know, playing pretty well right now, and Nevdi's just trying to hold. He doesn't know that, obviously. Honestly, it's been a seed that you definitely could have played multiple ways, but you were very likely to play in the way that both of our runners have. So you might, who knows how he's actually feeling? Like, you know, he's done things in, you know, a way that's definitely been good, but
yes,
probably thinks it's close regardless. Whether or not he's in the lead, who knows? And, you know, it is close. The Metroid needs to be down here.
the Machius Metroid.
So Nevdi's got 20 supers. He's acting like he's setting up for D Factor. He doesn't have speed booster or, you know, the X Factors locked in. Ooh, barely missed the one round. That first miss was actually pretty good because it gave the fast Botswoon exit from the hole, and he moves faster at that point.
Not great super drops there from Botswoon either. Rude. Oh,
Ooh, that takes a lot of variance out of the fight.
Apple beam. Hey DJ, you smell that?
Also good for Nevdi's situation.
Yeah, you smell that? It smells like the oven's warming up. We're gonna have a little electrocuted shrimp. Anybody? Electrocuted shrimp? We have enough to go around. Electrocuted Dragon, $33.95 per serving.
Oh, and Kipp does get the one round, so he did take a Vileplume dip that Nevdi didn't, but that's gonna...
Was that a run-round Botswoon from Kipp?
Time. Yeah.
Nice. Fight. Kipp is hot on Nevdi's tail. Very much so.
Yeah. I'm gonna say probably the last remaining variance is whether or not you check this item.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are of the do not do this camp, but you know, who knows what the item is? Who knows if it, you know, obviously if it's a blank, Nevdi definitely has the time, but he definitely doesn't know that. And if it's not a blank, you do not want to miss it compared to your opponent. So there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of mind gaming, meta gaming, and you know, kind of a game of chicken as far as, you know, how you're feeling about this. But otherwise, you know, our runners are just going to be, you know, where they are, with the difference being what it is.
Yep.
So yeah, Nevdi's at the top.
This could very much come down to baby skip.
Nevdi's definitely ahead enough to where missing it wouldn't cost him the race on its own, but we'll see.
Metroid rooms you factor in as well.
Yeah.
This has been a very, very good race. Really interesting seed. Early route divergence, but then coming back to converge, and then, I mean, kind of linear here towards the end.
I mean, linear as far as what you wanted to do, for
right?
Sure, but you know, it's the map was what it was.
Yep.
Kipp, I think, getting a lot worse RNG here than Nevdi did. What are these swoops?
Raygon, please!
It was like at least 6 in a row, and it might have been 8. Oh my goodness.
Raygon does not like Kipp. What a shame.
That's you know, completely out of your control as far as how fast that fight went. So yeah. If Kipp hadn't got, you know, such bad soup luck, this could have been, you know, a lot tighter. You know, the one round made up some time, but not nearly enough. Like I said, this is we're late enough that this lead isn't something you can really, you know. Kipp's not in control of things here, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
No, Kipp is not. Nevdi is off to Torian.
Up to see, you know. I mean, hopefully neither of our runners misroute this, but otherwise, you know, it's down to that, or, you know, if Nevdi can just, you know, breathe in, breathe out, focus, and execute what you need to execute. And here we're seeing a route difference. I have not planned out how you get to places from here, but, you know, Nevdi went out the front, Kipp's going out the back. But Kipp's gonna end up in North Fair. Nevdi can also do over here. That's where one of these goes. But the top of West Meridia is what's that, single chamber? If I'm looking right? No, it's not. Top of West Meridia is in Red Tower. Either I'm missing something, or this is a lot smarter from Nevdi. Yeah, Nevdi's like already there, so this seems like it was a misroute on the other side. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but this looks really, really clean from Nevdi, and I don't know how Kipp's getting back to places. See, this puts him in a croc door, and then where is he going from here? I guess single chamber? Yeah, I think what Nevdi did was a good bit better. Someone in chat's gonna have to confirm though, or we're just gonna see the time differences at, you know, G4 elevator and such, and see if the 101 difference is expanded, which is what I expect. Kipp having a little bit of issues here in Bubble Mountain as well. So we do have bombs, so as you can see, Nevdi's doing these grouping strategies you often see in the first Metroid room. Nice and consistent strat there. You're not running, you know, typical vanilla strats that you might have because of the lack of speed boosters. So, you know, a little bit of adjustment that you got to do, but you know, nothing our runners can't handle.
No, not at all. Really good seed, really good race from both runners.
So Kipp wanted to end up at Main Street, so that's why he went this way. Closer in West Meridia, but further away overall is what it feels like.
That definitely is what it feels like for sure.
Especially with
Kipp,
the distance to the back of
yeah.
the East Meridia portal.
Yep.
And honestly, like, we talked about the early routing decisions that definitely worked out in Nevdi's favor. If Kipp didn't do the, double elevator trip for the safe scum of this, it's still really close in that scenario too. Like, this was
Absolutely.
there was no decision that decided this, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It was
No.
multiple things in multiple ways. And Nevdi's going for the pistachio.
Yep, nice.
Needless version and got it.
Nicely done. So, I mean, the interesting thing about this too, right? So, we saw both runners head to the left. That's typically what we see from randos. You head out to the left if you can. If not, you have to head to the right. If either one of these routers ended up routing from the ship to the right side of Criteria, could have cleared out Kraid's Lair first, could have got Fantoon. When you come upon Wreck Ship, you could have got Gravity earlier. But, I mean, again, it's not something that, obviously something you think about in hindsight once you have all the information, but in the middle of a race, I think both runners did exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's thinking that path is extremely likely in this
No,
race, but,
Right. And that's what I mean, like, that would have been, like, the god tier routing, so to speak. You get Fantoon done, you come across Wreck Ship, you get your Gravity. But again, both of these runners putting on a great race. Kipp, unfortunately, just getting caught by one of the Metroids there late. Nevdi on the Mother Brain, too.
You reason that if someone took it, they'd have been done, like, 6-7 minutes ago, so you're definitely not worried about that at this point.
No.
Unless there were some other shambles in a potential race, but, and Kipp even going for the highly coveted baby skip.
Yes, so chat's asking, is race 2 happening right after this? Yes, this is a back-to-back-to-back. Sasho getting threatened with a ban in chat.
Nevdi's through with the second phase of Mother Brain. He's not going to do any stand-up here.
No, not at all. Makes sense.
And, I think he's going to be watching that race room for, the next however long it takes him to finish it, wondering, how much did I lose by how close is Kipp, stuff like that. But, yeah. Unless some, catastrophic events happen, Nevdi's gonna take this game one, and like you said, it was a well-played race. Made decisions that worked out better for him in this exact map layout, and
yep,
that was the difference.
That it was. So definitely interesting. Definitely, it was a really fun race. Definitely different decisions there. The early routing made this really, really fun and interesting. So, again, Nevdi showing us why they are one of the best young up-and-comers here in Super Metroid. Kipp is well-known, and Nevdi is about to become well-known. Nevdi's looked really, really good. And this did come down to the early business center check.
Nevdi, according to my sources, is also not the youngest, especially among some of our runners, but, I also want to say that he was on the come up for a little bit, but he probably is no longer on the come up and is just up. But semantics. Not what we're here to argue. We're here to argue about how many shots Nevdi will miss in phase 3. He's already shot one into the hands.
Listen, you youngins, back in my day, we had to play Super Metroid with rock buttons.
Totally kidding. I've tried winging that top of my head, did not work the way I thought. Nice Mother Brain 3 fight, though, from the Nevdi.
Yep.
The artist formerly known as Nevdi? Just
All
Nevdi?
you gotta do now is remember to not take the speed pathway. He's in the clear. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen someone miss that shot. That was interesting. I'm not even sure. Like, I don't know what Nevdi did. It was just weird. Like, that enemy's just supposed to die. Yadok's going well for Nevdi. Ooh, a long moonwalk there, but gets the moonfall. And we've got a high jump, space jump climb, and one more room before we can set foot on that ship and claim a game 1 victory here.
It is not over until Samus is on the ship. Shout out to Shiny Zenny on the brand new t-shirt and saying, and it's very, very true. Races are not over until Samus is on that ship. And the timer officially stops.
Yep. Steam being a little bit friendly, I want to say. Not too terrible. There have been some much worse patterns, but that's it. Nevdi is on the ship and wins this first race, an official race time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 58 seconds to take a 1-0 lead.
GG's to both runners. Nevdi winning the first race.
It being very close, he's gonna finish this one out and claim his finish, rightfully so. And we'll get to see where Speed was. That's kind of the only thing I guess. Well, Speed, Plasma, those definitely would have been good. Screw Attack, we kind of didn't need.
I'm calling
high enough.
I'm calling Speed Booster at Spring Ball.
Certainly a possibility here. Nevdi's timer apparently cheating 2 seconds, but we won't talk about it.
So yeah, Nevdi's official race time.gg time is 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 58 seconds.
I'm not super apprised of how that real-time calculator working, but
I have no idea.
Error is expected. No actual accusations of anything there.
Ah. So, I mean, Plasma wasn't found, Spring Ball wasn't found, Screw Attack wasn't found, Speed wasn't found. We'll find out on Nevdi's screen where the items were.
35, 19, 12. Pretty normal. A little bit low on the supers as Kipp's on the ship.
Nicely done, Kipp.
Official race time 1 hour, 6 minutes, 59 seconds. So just over 2 minute difference there. Like you said, the en route plus the baby skip probably most of the time, which was about a minute leaving Dragon.
Yeah. GG's to both runners. That was really, really fun. Really, really well done. Alright, well, we are coming up on all the item locations. I'm gonna guess Plasma's vanilla and Speed over at Spring Ball. We're about to find out.
Let us see. So
Energy tank, wreck ship.
Energy tank, plasma gravity, and speed is space jump. Oh my goodness!
They missed it because they were in go mode at that point. Wow.
I don't think that makes up 2 minutes at the end if Kipp gets it and Nevdi does it, but
Yeah. All right.
It would have made things really interesting from our perspective.
Yes, that was a very fun first race. Nevdi's up 1-0. Don't go anywhere, folks. Do not change that channel. Race 2 was already started. DJ, Jestro, and I will see you in less than 10 minutes.